Proverbs chapter 8. And 34, I believe, is straight to the point. Yep. Well, okay, yeah, let's start at 32. It says, Now therefore hearken unto me, O ye children, for blessed are they that keep my ways. And a part of keeping the Lord's ways is what? Doing his work. If you love me, keep my commandments. And what's one of the main commandments he gave? Love the Lord thy power with all thy heart, mind, and soul. Love thy neighbor as thyself. And Simon Jonah, lovest thou me? Feed my sheep and feed my lambs. Hear instruction and be wise and refuse it not. Because it all begins with what? With hearing. That's why it says be more swift to hear, and slower to speak. Take in the instructions first so you can have a good understanding so that when you speak, you can know, you can sound and know what you're talking about. You're just not half-assing out there. Blessed is the man that heareth me. See? Heareth me what? Because the Lord said he would sup with us. Blessed is the man that heareth me, watching daily at my gates, waiting at the posts of my doors. And Lord's will, if you get a chance to read the book of Philippians 3, it says that our citizenship, or our conversation, which is our citizenship, is in heaven. And we're to look up into the heavens for the things that are up there, so that the Lord can rain down his blessings of knowledge, wisdom, and understanding to us. All right, so now let's go from there. Let's read on. For whoso findeth me findeth life, and shall obtain favor of the Lord Yahweh Bashem Yahushai. But he that sinneth against me wrongeth his own soul. All they that hate me love death. And how do you know that you hate the Lord? You say, F you, No. You hate the Lord when you don't do the things that the Lord said to do. You love me, keep my commandments. So if you hate Yahushua, what are you going to do? You're not going to do what the Lord said to do. That's why he said, he that denies me before men, him will I deny before the Father. That ain't talking about you're going to go out there, I deny so-and-so, I deny, No, you're denying him by denying the work. Let's go to deny. State that one refuses to admit the truth or existence of. Refuse to give or grant something requested or desired to someone. Yeah. So you're not, what's requested of us? To go out there and to teach this word. You don't do that, you hate Yahushai. I don't care how many times you say his name and the Most High's name and his name. That don't mean nothing, man. The Yahushai said, you believe in me? He said, how does that go? Let me get it, because I can't think of it offhand. Let's go to John, St. John 8 and 33. They answered him, we be Abraham's, I'm sorry, nope, it's above that. I know it's around it somewhere. Right. 31. Then said Yahushua to those Jews which believed on him, if you continue in my word, then are you my disciples. See? If you continue in my work, then are you my disciples indeed. Because remember, out of all that the Lord gave Yahushua, he lost none. Hebrews 3:13. But exhort one another daily. But exhort one another daily. But exhort one another daily. Daily dose. But exhort one another daily while it is called today, lest any of you be hardened through the deceitfulness of sin. Yeah. Because we have to constantly be involved in this work. Constantly be meditating, thinking about it, It should be, pretty much should be the first thing you think about in the morning. It should be what you think about throughout the day, and it should be the last thing you think about when you go to sleep. This word should consume us. And this is why when the word consumes us, what happens? If you have a woman and children, Some, not all in all cases, but sometimes, in a lot of cases, that woman is going to leave because she's in competition with the word. She's in competition with the brethren. So I'm tired of this, You always with the brothers. Y'all a bunch of faggots. Y'all probably popping each other. A bunch of faggots always around men. Because they don't understand the dynamic and the closeness, the unity of the brotherhood. And they're jealous. Because they can't get that attention, especially if you have a woman that you were with before you came into the truth. You were with in the world and you was all into her, and everything revolved around her. The whole world revolved around her, and you had her up on a pedestal, whatever the case may be. You come into the truth, and your attention starts being directed towards the word, towards the truth, towards the brothers. They get jealous, and in most cases, they leave. Because the word consumes you. So, but exhort one another daily, what it is called today, lest any of you be hardened through the deceitfulness of sin. Now let's go from there to Matthew 26 and 55. Because our greatest example is who? Yahushai. Matthew 26 and 55. In that same hour said Yahushai to the multitudes, are ye come out as against a thief, with swords and staffs, for to take me? I sat daily with you, teaching in the temple, and ye laid no hold on me. I sat daily with you, teaching in the temple, and ye laid no hold on me. Let's look up this word daily. Daily. Hey meta. The day, use of the natural day, or the interval between sunrise and sunset, as distinguished from the contrasted with the night. In the daytime, metaphorically, the day is regarded as a time for abstaining from indulgence, vice, crime, of the civil day, or the space of 24 hours, thus including the night. Eastern usage of this term differs from Western usage of the whole day, 3 days and 3 nights, of the last days of the present age, use of time in general. An example, the days of his life. So pretty much, Yahushua said he was daily in the temple teaching. I sat daily with you teaching in the temple, and ye laid no hold on me. So we should adopt the same attitude. Let this mind be in you that was in Yahushua. Because our ultimate goal is to what? To become like Yahushua. King David said, and it's either King, I believe it was King David, yeah. I will be glad when I rise up with your likeness. Because the ultimate goal is to be like Yahushua. That's our ultimate goal. Because Yahushua did the things that were pleasing in the Father's sight, and we're hoping that by doing what Yahushua did, the Lord will accept us. Yahweh will accept us. So now let's go from there to Luke chapter 9 and verse 23. It says, and he said to them all, if any man will come after me, let him deny himself and take up his cross, what? Daily, and follow me. Let's look up the word cross. Take up his cross daily. Storos, a cross, a well-known instrument of most better authors. All right, that's for the crucifixion and upright stake, pointed, used as such. Pretty much is the trials and tribulations that we're going to go through in this truth. The persecutions we're going to suffer for upholding this truth. If the world hates you, it hated me first. Remember, Yahushua said that. For whosoever will save his life shall lose it, but whosoever will lose his life for my sake, the same shall save it. And most people are not willing to do that. Because all they see is what they see in front of them. They don't see the greater picture and the benefit and the glory that is to be revealed. because they're looking at things carnally with the carnal eye. They're not looking at things with a spiritual eye because they're not spiritual. That's why they won't be willing to give up this world's possession or the goals and aspirations of this world in order to give their life over to Yahweh Bashem Yahushai. All right, so it says, for what is a man's advantage if he gain the whole world and lose himself or be cast away? For whosoever shall be ashamed of me and of my words, of him shall the Son of Man be ashamed, when he shall come in his own glory, and in his Father's, and of the body and of the holy angels. It says, but I tell you of a truth, there be some standing here who shall not taste of death till they see the kingdom of the Most High. So pretty much, you know, they're going to be those that are going to be alive when Yahushua comes back. Because you're going to have those that are going to be in the grave that are going to be raised up first. And then you're going to have those that are alive physically that are going to be brought up into the chariots after the ones that are in the graves be brought up first. So now let's go from there to Acts chapter 5 and verse 40. It says, and to him they agreed. This is dealing with the counsel that Gamaliel gave. And when they had called the apostles and beaten them, they commanded that they should not speak in the name of Yahushua and let them go. And they departed from the presence of the council, rejoicing that they were counted worthy to suffer shame for his name. And daily in the temple and in every house, they ceased not to teach and preach Yahushua HaMashiach. Daily, they ceased not to teach and preach. All right, so when we go, let's go to the word ceased not. They ceased not. Well, the word cease is to powwow. This is a powwow. Powwow. It says to make, to cease, or desist, to restrain a thing or person from something, to cease, to leave off. Right, so they didn't leave off because they ceased not to teach daily. You see? And daily in the temple and in every house, they ceased not to teach and preach Yahushua HaMashiach. You know? Especially now that we see the day approaching. Let's go from there to Acts 17 and 10. And the brethren immediately sent away Paul and Silas by night unto Berea, who coming thither went into the synagogue of the Jews. These were more noble than those of Thessalonica, in that they received the word with all readiness of mind, and searched the scriptures daily whether those things were so. See? So it's a daily thing. Now let's go from there to Psalms 55 and 16. As for me, I will call upon the Most High, and the Lord shall save me. Evening and morning and at noon will I pray and cry aloud, and he shall hear my voice. This is why the scriptures say to come before the throne of grace boldly. Do you understand that we have an opening to the throne of the Most High Yahweh through his son Yahushai? That's why it says come to the throne of grace boldly. Because that's where our requests and our petitions are heard, are judged. You know? He had delivered my soul in peace from the battle that was against me, for there were many with me. The Most High shall hear and afflict them, even he that abideth of old, Selah, because they have no changes, therefore they fear not the Most High. Yeah, but later for them. Let them do what they do, because eventually they're going to have to pay. Let's go from there to Psalms 61. I wanted to read this whole chapter, but in the entrance of time, inside joke, but in the interest of time, Psalm 61 and 5. For thou, O Most High, hast heard my vows. Thou hast given me the heritage of those that fear thy name. The fear of the Lord is the beginning of knowledge. A good understanding have those that keep his law, something along those lines. Thou wilt prolong the king's life and his years as many generations. He shall abide before the Most High forever. O prepare mercy and truth, which may preserve him. Because the knowledge, wisdom, and understanding of this truth, with the blessing of Yahweh Bashem Yahushai, that is preservation. So will I sing praise unto thy name forever, that I may daily perform my vows. See? Daily. Now let's go to Psalms 86 and 1. A prayer of David. Bow down thine ear, O Lord, hear me, for I am poor and needy. Preserve my soul, for I am holy. O thou my power, save thy servant that trusteth in thee. Save thy servant that trusteth in thee. Be merciful unto me, O Lord, for I cry unto thee daily. There's a parable, which in the headings is called The Importunate Widow. And she cried daily at the gates of the unjust judge, which the unjust judge is Esau. But this woman wore out the steps of that judge to where he was so weary, he said, man, let me, even though I don't believe in the Most High, let me give this woman what she wants, so she could stop with all this, with all this this bickering, because I'm tired of hearing it. So importunate, persistent, especially to the point of annoyance or intrusion. Let's go real quick to, let me bring this over here. Isaiah 62 and 6. I have set watchmen upon thy walls, O Jerusalem, which shall never hold their peace day nor night. Ye that make mention of the Lord, Yahweh Bashem Yahushai, keep not silence, and give him no rest, till he establish and till he make Jerusalem a praise in the earth. And Jerusalem is not a praise in the earth yet. So we have to keep pushing daily so that the Lord can make Jerusalem a praise in the earth. We have to be like that importunate widow and that parable. Persistent, especially to the point of annoyance or intrusion. Because remember, our prayers go up all the time. Every time we throw up prayers, they go before the throne of the Lord. The angels bring him before the throne of the Lord with incense. And the Lord hears the cry over and over and over and over and over and over and over again. What is that? Is that Galatians? Oh, that's in the same parable, Luke 18. As they call it, the parable of the importunate widow. Luke 18 and 6. And the Lord said, hear what the unjust judge saith, and shall not the Most High avenge his own elect, which cry day and night unto him, though he bear long with them? This is a daily routine, a daily dose. All right, is there more to this? Let's read this again. Psalms 86 and 3. Be merciful unto me, O Lord, for I cry unto thee daily. Now let's go from there to Jeremiah 7 and 25. since the day that your fathers came forth out of the land of Egypt unto this day, I have even sent unto you all my servants the prophets, daily rising up early and sending them. So this word got to go out constantly. Let's go to Zephaniah 3 and 5. The just Lord is in the midst thereof. He will not do iniquity. Every morning doth he bring his judgment to light. He faileth not, but the unjust knoweth no shame. So this is going out constantly, constantly. The prophets are out there constantly speaking, teaching. Hosea 6 and 5. Therefore have I hewed them by the prophets. I have slain them by the words of my mouth, and thy judgments are as the light that goeth forth.